Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast in sub-Saharan Africa. It's Beers of War, Neil.
Beers of War.
That's what I like to hear, buddy. Hey, you're getting better at that.
That's what I do.
That's what you do well. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, not too bad yourself, man.
Good. I'm happy to be back on the hot seat for another episode, you know.
We've been in these hot seats a while, actually, just before this recording.
We have, but before we even
ting, ting.
talk, we have to do the...
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. We have to do the house rules, bon chien.
Oh.
So, today's topic.
What are we talking about today?
You know what we're talking about. We spoke about it like 10 seconds ago.
Content creation and the dearth of value and quality that we're finding in the market.
Did you say dearth?
Dearth.
Is that a real word?
It's a real word.
What does it mean?
It means there's not much of it.
Oh.
Like a dearth of water in a desert.
Learn something every day. So content creation in South Africa in
Or
particular.
content creators, I guess.
Yeah. And
Spicy.
the quality of content being called content in this country.
Created.
Yeah.
Like-
is concerning.
I think maybe like we should go and do a little bit of background about, especially like your content creation story.
My
because
journey.
You've been around the block a couple of times.
A decade.
You've been working a long time, and you've done everything from print media to TV in some cases.
Did I do
now,
TV?
Well, when you were little, you did TV.
I did TV commercials. Yeah, I was the oxycuting boy. Yeah,
and
that was cool.
you did that really awkward TV show in the
Oh,
in the late 2010s.
I was like, early 20s. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was, my character was the best.
You've got some skills, and obviously, like, you know, we've been working together now for 4 years. So actually a bit longer with all the videos that we created before then.
Yeah, for like way longer than that, but not as intense as we've been working for the last 4 years. But super too. But like the YouTube channel's been around for over a decade now. Can you believe it's been over a fucking decade?
Over a decade.
So I've been able to see, like, you know, trends in the sort of industry, like I said, specifically to South Africa, and how like the level for like content creation has like changed over the last 10 years, given where I age, Neil.
Yeah.
And I firmly believe, and I have my feet taped to the bicycle pedals on this one, that the quality of content and the level of what is deemed content is the bar is so low. Like it's hit the bottom of the Mariana Trench, and it's still trying to go down.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is.
Yeah,
and we're gonna go into it. We're gonna go into it in just a bit.
Yeah, what do you think? Like, what if I say to you, like, hey man, I need a content creator? What do you expect when I ask you that question?
So when I hear the term content creator, and this is maybe, I can tell you what the first thing people are going to say, like, oh, look at these boomers talking about, like, oh, like, wait, things were better 10 years ago. And guys, no, and I've got a good example to throw in for all those people that are thinking like that, and there's a few of you out there. But when I think of content creator, I think of, you know, someone that comes up with an idea or a concept for a video. Maybe it's not a video, maybe it's a song or any sort of content.
A
picture, you know, you can do some great pictures, like you name it. But that comes up with something different, something that stands out from the crowd. Maybe it's to advertise a product, maybe it's to advertise themselves or even their channel, whatever it is. But it's something unique. It's something that like pops and makes
them stand out.
And it's something like you're like, wow, that's really interesting. I want to follow this person. You know, that's different. It's different is the key word.
Yeah.
You know, so and that's what I think a content creator is. But unfortunately, today that term gets thrown around all the time. And I just want to clarify: there's two types of people out there. You get streamers, and you get content creators. And I think streamers are like think they're content creators because they show their like a 30-second kill clip from like when they won a game, and they deem that content, but it's actually fucking not. It's just you have software. Nvidia literally has software that can just capture your last win and you just repost that. Like Nvidia does that automatically, and like that is not fucking content.
And a lot of times these days, that kind of content, that kind of video, it's not even like good. Like it's like, oh yeah, I came, you know, 5th in Call of Duty round. It's like, that's not good.
No,
like,
but even if you like I don't know, got like 25 kills.
Like even and I think anything can be content. Like even if you're a streamer, you can still be an amazing content creator just using the medium of being a live streamer.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just don't. Like a lot of people just sit and
highlight clip.
Yeah, and or even when they're playing, they're just like, hey guys, you know, welcome to my stream. I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn because the new Horizon's coming out. Yeah. And like, sure, great, you're doing your thing, but if you go on to Twitch or whatever, there are 5,000 other people doing the exact same thing at the exact same time.
Maybe 50,000.
Talking about the exact same game.
Yeah.
With the same backlighting, with the same story, with the same look and feel, with the same, like, every single thing is exactly the same. And that's not content creation. That's like sheep farming, I guess, is like the closest thing I can think of.
But that's exactly it. You got the sea of guys posting their Warzone wins or their best Warzone kills, you know? And like you said, the numbers must be in the hundreds of thousands of these fucking like sweaty matches. And they're like, I'm a content creator,
and the thing is, like, there are guys who do this and get a ton of followers. You know, all power to you, bro. Yeah. You've cracked the market.
If you're that good. No. Let me clarify. If you're one of those guys that's fucking like winning tournaments.
If you were the first guy, you were the content creator.
Shroud, particularly. But like, if you like one of those guys that's really fucking good, but people want you because you're skilled and they want to learn how to play like you, that's cool. Then that's your feather in the cap. That makes sense. But if you're a fucking average Warzone player and you're trying to be like that by just posting your top like 5 kills, like, dude, you and like maybe 2 million people are doing the exact same thing. But they'll call themselves content creators. And then a brand will come along, like, I don't know, fucking, like, let's just use an example. I don't know, Boom Arms. So Boom Arms will come along like, oh, well, you want to like do some content for us. And they will be so out of their depth. They have no idea what to do. But and the brand will be like, oh, but you're a content creator. You said that's on your profile. That's what you push. And he's like, I don't know how to make content.
No, they'll take the money and they'll take the product.
Yeah, like, thank you for the money. But here's my top 5 Warzone wins, and goodbye.
And I've put a little card at the end saying, Boom Arms, number 1.
I'm using my Boom Arm before I get my top 5 kills. Boom Arm helps me to get my kills.
So we've actually got a little bit of experience as well. We did a little, for one of our sponsors, we did a almost like a mentoring training course. I'm not going to mention any names or anything like that. But like, we took a whole bunch of up-and-coming content creators through like basically this podcast. Like we told them the thing, and like the main thing we said to them is like, the product is you at the end of the day. Like, so it's either your face or your skills or some other creative outlet of
talent. Can you play guitar?
Talent. So you need to figure that out. And like, if your skill, the thing that makes it cool, is the same as everyone else's, like you posting your amazing Warzone kill, but like you're one of a million people, like, why don't you go back and like post your like best Doom 1 run from like a 9, like at least then you're the only guy doing
something a little bit different.
That's creative. Or you've replaced all the sounds in your Warzone clip with original Doom sounds. Or Duke Nukem sounds.
That's a fucking great idea, actually. That's something different.
Like, the biggest problem is it takes more work. And that's what people don't understand, is that like to create something, you need to put effort in. And like, what you hope is that the effort you put in is rewarded multiple times over. But what Oaks are doing is like the minimum amount of effort, hoping to become, you know, a millionaire. And it's like,
that's it.
You're doing something that anyone else can do. It's not valuable.
And we're not ragging on every 23-year-old that's sweating out in Warzone. Like, some of these guys actually are able to play well and make good content around it. But a lot of guys expect to be like in some fucking like pro league by 24, 25, like getting the fucking like Shroud bucks, and then like, and it doesn't happen because like you said, there's a bajillion of them. And dude, I think Asia has us fucking dead to rights when it comes to skill anyway. So
and also like, all power to you. And I think like being a professional esports player or something like that is a different thing. Like, you're almost like an athlete then, but then you have to, again, you have to treat it like you're an athlete. You have to focus on it for 8 hours a day. You got to train, you got to practice, you got to harshly analyze yourself, find out where your strengths and your weaknesses are, address those weaknesses, be super professional, because again, you are going to be representing an organization. You have to know like marketing lingo, how to present yourself, how to present the brand. You can't just be like in your mom's basement and be like, oh yeah, fuck man, I wrecked like 10 oaks, I'm the freaking best, blah 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 blah. Like, who cares? Like, no one cares. That's actually playing the game and being good at it is maybe 20% of being a professional sportsman.
Exactly. Like, it's about selling yourself and your brand. But you hit the nail on the head, because you know we here talking about content creators. You're here talking about athletes. Like, you know, what's the term? It's like
esport.
Like
cyber athletes.
Well, like, call it like, whatever it is.
Sportsman.
Call it like esportsman. I don't think it's that. I'm an esportsman.
We should know
an e-athlete. Call it fuck knows. Call it a virtual. But bottom line, whatever it's called. And I think what
It's
these
probably
guys,
like a really obvious word that we.
it's like e-athlete or whatever. Whatever it is, let us know in the comments, please. No, we're not boomers. Just let us know. We've had a few beers. But the bottom line is then call yourself a streamer / e-athlete or whatever the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't call yourself a content creator and then fucking let NVIDIA like replay just show a couple of clips of your top kills or top wins, and then put that shit on social media. That's not fucking content. And I think, like I said, I've been in the game for over 10 years. So I've really just seen, and listen, don't get me wrong, like the demand for short, are you Googling it?
I can't find it.
Damn
it's
it.
like esports. You're an esports guy.
So the demand for real short form content has obviously gone through the roof with things like TikTok and Reels and stuff like that. We come from a time where it's like, the content we used to make was like a 5-minute short movie, with like a story and like a storyboard and characters and like things happen and, there's character arcs, there's like a beginning, a middle, and an end. Now it's like a funny dance with someone miming a movie quote, and that's it, and that's content. But is it, Neil?
But again, it's okay if it's content if no one else is doing it. So like, if you're doing the funny dance and you've edited it really beautifully, whatever. But like the problem even with that, there's thousands of people who are doing that. But if you edit it really beautifully and you get like your friend to do a sweet voiceover of it, or you got some nice overlays, or you integrating a product into it somehow that you're trying to sell,
put your spin
like
on it.
that's all like that's what you want to do. It doesn't have to be like, not every piece of content has to be the first thing this has ever been done, and it's the best and it's the most unique flower snowflake thing ever. It just has to be stand out in some way from the vast majority of everything that's out there.
And once again, hitting the nail on the head. And that's why you get these guys with their Warzone clips on Instagram or wherever the fuck, TikTok, and it's one of a bajillion out there, and they wonder, they're like, why am I only getting 80 views on this Warzone clip? Well, I don't understand.
And also,
I'm a content creator.
Those 80 views aren't real. Like, that's just because it's in a feed stream, and like people are scrolling.
I love how I say that, and we get like 80 views on our podcast.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
Well, we're grown, and like again, we're doing something.
But we're doing something different.
Again, this isn't unique. People have made podcasts. People have rooms and are talking about stuff, and we are basically retreading well-trodden ground with creating a podcast.
Yeah,
but we're doing it from a South African context.
Yeah.
We're doing it as two buddies in a room, probably getting a little tipsy.
With 100% conflicting opinions.
With 100% conflicting opinions on most things. I think we actually kind of agree on this one in most cases.
Yeah.
But we're trying to make sure that our production is outstanding.
Yeah.
We've got the high-end equipment. We built the studio.
Yeah.
We've try and do everything to try and say, okay, look, we know there's a lot of people doing very similar stuff.
How can we differentiate?
How can we lift our game up that we're at least matching the good guys and possibly exceeding 90% of the stuff that's
and listen,
out
like, I understand guys don't have 8,000 Rand for sound paneling and they don't have whatever it is for mics and stuff. So, which is fine. But like you said earlier, can you play guitar? Fuck, maybe you can do magic or sleight of hand magic or whatever the fuck it is. Tap into those free skills and that free stuff that you have to use to differentiate yourself. That idea you came up with, swapping the doom sounds with Warzone, that alone would elevate your content. I mean, every time you get a headshot, you could have Owen Wilson go, wow, or something like that. Like, that alone is just like, now you're starting to think. So, because a lot of guys are going to be like, well, fuck these guys. But we're trying to help people at the end of the day as well, because...
And we want to see good content.
Yeah.
Like, we want to enjoy what we see. We want to see South African creators coming out and making something new and original. Yeah. That you're like, holy crap, this is awesome. This is super funny. This is amazing. Because in South Africa, like, this is what people...
dude.
And this is what people don't understand. If you are in that handful and you break out... The world's your oyster. Look at Suzelle DIY.
Yeah.
That chick made some funny videos where she acted like a dumb Afrikaans
Did some
chickie.
big brand deals.
Then she got some good brand deals and she exploded. She has her own show on like DSTV.
Did she have an actual TV show?
Yeah, and like a completely different character. It's not even a Suzelle character.
Yeah.
So that chick then, because she put in the effort, made it very good quality, struck a chord with the populace.
Yeah.
Now look at her. Now she's basically can do whatever she wants, which is awesome.
Look at the Kiffness. I mean, the Kiffness like are amazing when it gets. So not to say there's not like amazing talent here, but there's a fuckload less of it now versus 10 years ago.
And maybe there is, but it's just getting drowned out by all this bad content. Yeah. That the good content is like struggling to just like break through and like be something different. Like when last, and maybe we're super out of touch. Maybe there's some TikTok dude. I found some dude like he's got like 500,000 TikTok followers. A South African guy, and he's just good looking, and he just like stares at girls on Omegle and be like.
Well, he's found a niche that works for him. Yeah.
You know, cool. I guess that's cool. It's not my kind of content, but like can't fault
but
the
Neil,
guy.
is it a Warzone clip?
No.
Well, there you go.
And that's the thing. And like there is no
is.
Warzone clips on his channel.
Yeah.
And like his mates probably all like doing the Warzone clips and be like, why is this so successful?
Because he's doing something different.
Yeah.
You know, he's tapping into what he has.
And look, he's got talent, and he's, you know, a handsome gent.
Good for that guy. What's his name?
I can't remember.
Fuck.
I didn't do enough research for this episode.
Have you seen Clean Cut Scully? Another local boy. But all these guys are ready to, like, that guy you mentioned sounds young.
Yeah.
But
like 19, 18.
Like a lot of the guys I watch are a little bit older, like maybe 30 or in their 30s. Go check out Clean Cut Scully. He's another guy.
Maybe we're getting cut out. Maybe it's like if you're over 30, like this game's actually not for you.
Yeah.
The problem is, like, when you're 20 and like we've dealt with some younger creators, like you don't know how the industry works. You don't know how to work with brands.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
So you've got like young people popular making stuff, brands wanting to work with professionals, and there's this like massive gap in between the two.
Yeah. But then once again, because you've got people saying, I'm a content creator, give me money. And then they're like, well, I mentioned your shoe before my Warzone match. And they're like, well, that's not really content. And he's like,
and like
you'll
get a campaign or two.
Yeah.
But like the repeat business is going to be the trick. And like this is what worries. I'm seeing a lot of these like content creation orgs coming up now, where they basically, and we've tried this, by the way. It's very difficult to do because
sorry. Forgive the lightning.
Yeah.
Ladies and gents.
It's for dramatic effect.
Yeah, so there we go. We added that in post.
Yeah.
Oh, what can I say?
It's weird that you can talk about it in real time while we added it.
Fuck you.
But like the thing is, we've tried this, and it's a lot of work. And the main thing is like you're dealing with so many moving parts, and at the end of the day, all you're wanting to do is make good content. And the thing is, you got to find people who can do that autonomously by themselves in a way that's professional, and then you can come in and sort of manage them and manage the relationship between them and a brand.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the biggest and easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
But to do that is very difficult because it's a bit of a chicken and egg situation where you might have a content creator who's small but got potential, and you've got a brand who's like, we need a big content creator, so we're going to go to the usual suspects. And it's like, no, take a chance on this little dude.
Yeah.
And they won't, because they're not going to get their return on investment.
Yeah.
So they go with the big guys. And all the big guys now are kind of our age, like 30s.
And the problem with a lot of the guys that are recognized in the industry is they become like basically like just like human billboards. You know, they're like this, by that, by this, by that, by that. And like every post is punching something else.
Yeah.
Won't mention names. But they know who they are.
and also, like we do
the
same thing.
But not all. Like, come on, not all the same.
No, and we try and push back a lot of the times. Like our brands will want us to push their product all the time. Like
you got to do it. You got to bend the knee. Yeah.
They
you got to kiss
the
ring.
Day, they want your audience and they want you to push their product.
Yeah.
Like. So they actually don't care that much about the content creation side. But
I'm fine if you're pushing whatever it is, a boom arm. But at least then push the boom arm, and your next video is like something funny and unique.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or make the boom arm video funny and unique.
Yeah.
Where the boom arm's like your best friend. Right?
Yeah.
I think we could do some boom arm.
Yeah. Fuck, we need a boom arm sponsor if you hadn't noticed. So yeah, hook us up. Yeah.
And that's the thing. And like, there's this huge balance because the guys you're working with in the brands, they don't understand the space. Like we understand our space, but we also we still have to keep on top of the game when it comes to like TikTok and the younger market and what's trending and what's cool. And luckily we have members of our team who are way more connected than we are, who are like, touching, who are in touch with all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we just have to make sure that when a brand comes along, we get their product across, we make good content, but we keep it honest that our audience doesn't then leave us because we're just shilling everything. And we're hopefully covering our bases and getting that market return for the brand itself.
Yeah, that was a big one.
It was.
That was a big one. I hear you, and I 100% agree. Do you think, like, because once again, I think there's people at home that like, oh, but you guys are just older. You don't understand like how content is made today. And I personally feel like content is super lazy. It's 30 seconds long. It's you dubbing a voice to some fucking form, like whatever. It's lazy content creation. And my argument for this, Neil, is and people, I can tell you that's what people are thinking. 40 years ago, Star Wars came out.
Yeah.
40 years ago, Jaws came out. So those are movies that are, to this day, like some of the best films ever made.
Yeah.
Okay? But that was an entire different generation that made those movies. And today, you still get fantastic movies. Like, movies coming out today that are phenomenal. Like, you mentioned the Avengers on the previous podcast. Yeah. There's some quality stuff coming out. So it's not a generation thing. Yeah. It's not it doesn't matter if you're 12, it doesn't matter if you're 40.
Quality content is quality content.
Quality is quality.
Yeah.
So, and I like using movies as an example because, that proves my point. Today, people are just lazy. They're just lazy with their content.
And the weird thing is, to make a great 30-second clip of something, I think is probably harder than making a good 5-minute video.
Yeah.
Like a 5-minute video, it can ebb and flow. You can
have long
one
shots
or two,
and establishing shots.
And you can build up to something and have that fun moment or that funny thing that happens.
Yeah.
And it like works out eventually. With a 30-second clip or a 10-second clip or whatever it may be, if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
And you can't.
The 88s are firing. We got bombers incoming. Ooh. What's that siren?
The air raid siren.
It's the air raids coming in. It adds to the flavor.
Yeah. So like as I was saying, like to make a 30-second clip,
you're
very limited. You can't establish anything. There's no context. It has to basically come in, hit, be done, and like be sexy all in one go.
Yeah.
And I think now everyone's like, oh, well, I've just got TikTok, so I'm just going to do this thing. And then like, oh, this is the trending thing, so I'm going to do it too.
I'm going to do the dance. I'm going to say the dubbed voice or sing the song.
The thing is, the dub voice and singing the song and doing the dance, I don't think you're going to like gain followers by doing, like, if you already have followers, it's really good content to create, and it's easy content to create.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to build followers, why are you doing a thing that no one's going to watch?
Yeah.
Unless you are super good looking, super fluid,
super low cut top.
You have natural gifts that set you apart. And again, that makes you, and it's a completely unfair world. If you like not good looking and you like have no talent, content creation is probably not for you. Rather study, become a CA, make tons of money.
Come up with the next TikTok app.
Make
a bajillion dollars.
You know, rather than trying to be like super popular on Instagram.
Well, like not to say anyone that's like not a fucking Abercrombie and Finch model can't be a content creator.
No, but it's harder. Or you got to find something that.
Well, I mean, we're certainly not Abercrombie and Finch models.
But the thing is, we have talents in other ways.
Yeah.
You know? And like you've got and I've watched you for like 10 years now create ridiculous like scenarios and plots and whatever, and they work
out of thin air.
And when people watch us create videos and content, they think we're like insane people because we don't do it.
Tams when he shot that Fire Cuda video,
he's like, where's my script? Where's the shot list?
Where's the storyboard?
I was
like, Tams, open your beer.
Yeah.
And let's begin.
Yeah.
And he was blown away by the end result. He's like, how did that even happen?
Yeah.
He doesn't understand.
But like me and you, we just understand like it's going to work out. And usually when it feels crap while we're filming it usually ends up being like the best thing we do. That's like the best work we do.
Yeah. But 100%. So, but hold on, I got an interesting point I'd like to put forward to you. Do you think maybe it's not the talent of the individuals in the younger crowd? Maybe it's the platforms that are holding people back creatively.
I think so as well. Like, so whenever this comes out, but like Facebook lost like 20% of their value like yesterday.
What?
Yeah. So
get those puts in.
for the first time ever, they lost people on the platform.
Really?
Like,
why?
The numbers went down because we're on Facebook. We know why. It's terrible.
It's really bad.
It's very bad.
It's super shit.
Like there is no anything
organic.
On Facebook.
There's zero organic.
And like no one uses Facebook anymore. Like it's not a consumption product. That's why I was on TikTok, because I was like,
do you think they shift to the metaverse is why?
No, they were going like the metaverse happened like 2 months ago, and like before that they were losing money.
People just like, it's shit.
Yeah, like and we know it's shit, and like look, it is our main platform, and we've got a good following there, but like we have to build we have to move on to other platforms because it's going to die, and it's not our fault. We still make great content for it, and it has the ability to reach thousands of people, but it artificially limits you to make more money.
Exactly.
Which is insane. We've got, 17,000 followers or so, 17,500, somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Anything we post, organically, it will reach like 0.5% of that 17,000, which is 500 people.
Yeah.
It'll reach them.
Yeah.
That means it won't even show, like, they have an opportunity to maybe watch that video.
Yeah.
And there's no reason, because you follow us because you're like, oh, I hope to see all Super Tuber's content.
Yeah,
like,
I would like to follow. I'd like to see this stuff.
And it won't show
Facebook's
to
like,
you.
fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, you have to pay. They have to promote that for you to see it.
Yeah.
That's actually a cunt move, dude. It is. We
It
can
is.
say cunt. Hey.
Yeah, we can say it. I don't think we should, though.
Well.
Yeah.
But anyway, the bottom line, I'll bleep that out. The bottom line is, I'm honestly wondering if we're sitting here debating the level of creativity and the laziness of some of the content when maybe it's the platforms holding people hostage.
Sorry, and we never really got back to your question there. So like I just said, and talking about Instagram and TikTok, because it's so easy to make content, people I think feel pressured to make content for those. Like I think, like at school, if you don't have like a TikTok vibing at the moment, I remember when Facebook came out.
Not lane pipe,
Like if you weren't on Facebook, people were like, why not on Facebook, bro?
Yeah.
But Facebook was fun back in the day.
You want to join my farm, bro?
You like find out about like your neighbor, like who they're dating.
I poked you like 6 times.
Is that like pretty girl like single? Is she seeing someone? Like it had purpose and it was cool. It was a social network. It was really awesome. Now I don't know. It's like this weird. I think crazy death trap of ads and lies.
I think the older generation hangs on to like see what their friends are up to and like they kids or what they're up to. But the younger generation, the 20, 21-year-olds, they don't fucking touch Facebook.
But I don't touch Facebook. Like I do it for Super Tuber.
Yeah.
Like the only reason I go on Facebook is to load new content, do events, do announcements. My personal page, I haven't looked at in like 2 years. I went on the other day and it's just like, oh, this friend of mine's their kid's 5th birthday, this and that's it. It's never like, hey, but how you, just checking in. No one's like, oh, we went on an amazing holiday, we did this and this and this. Oh, like, I got my new job today. Like that's how it used to be.
Yeah.
Now, because no one uses it. No one cares.
How many friends do you have?
250.
What a loser! No, I'm joking. No, friends mean nothing.
But I've deleted hundreds and hundreds and hundreds because I was like, why? Like, because I knew at high school, like, why are you on my network? Like, and not that I post anything.
Yeah. Surprisingly, and I know we're like pivoting, we're segueing to
not really,
like social media platforms. Surprisingly, I've seen better results off LinkedIn than I have on Facebook recently. Yeah, LinkedIn's becoming like a bit of a thing.
No, LinkedIn's the only problem is LinkedIn. You can't put like a funny video of like a frog wizard. Like
I put all that shit on my LinkedIn. Have you seen my LinkedIn? All that shit.
Struggle getting a corporate job one.
I don't want a corporate job.
Just saying, if you need one, they're gonna be like, Dave, you're really great. Are you
connected with me on LinkedIn?
I don't think so. I don't
Dude,
know if I should be.
Go LinkedIn me, bro. You'll see the shit. Like I posted all my crazy shit.
Yeah.
But okay,
LinkedIn's designed to work like that.
Yeah.
And it makes more sense. But it's not a video consumption platform either. Like I don't think people are jumping on LinkedIn to watch the latest funny.
I think it's transitioning into like maybe more video. They're doing podcasts.
But like at the end of the day, like I feel like way going off, but it's okay.
I know.
Like your content must live on the platform that it's designed for. So like video content should be on like YouTube until there's a competitor to YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube is the place it should be. Like long form content. Definitely.
Yeah.
If it's fun, quippy things, highlights, hype reels, that kind of
stuff.
Instagram, TikTok is the place you want to be. If it's funny quotes, funny pictures, Twitter's your go-to. And maybe Snapchat. Even
Twitter's not even, to be honest, I fucking despise Twitter. Twitter is a fucking trash fire.
I like Twitter. Twitter's like the one thing I actually like.
I do 3 tweets a year. I hate it. Dude, it's just opinionated people, keyboard warriors hiding behind their fucking screen.
Yeah.
It is the biggest fucking circle jerk.
That's what everyone wants.
No, it's a trash fire. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The bottom line is maybe we started this podcast almost looking down on the younger content creators of today.
Yeah.
When maybe it's the fucking platforms themselves that are forcing that content that is shit, by the way. It doesn't change the fact that your content's shit, but it's forcing them to make shit content.
Well, because it's the content that works. Like if you make, like you've seen it, like you've made like 15-minute epic videos.
Yeah.
And they don't get
it's
the
like
reach and
12 views, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, but you got 3,000 subscribers? Fuck you, buddy.
Yeah, and it's like
pay for that.
It's weird. Like and that's a problem. Like, and I think it's one of those things where, with how the world works now, like the content you want to see as a consumer, you don't have that much control over. Like YouTube, like when last did you see a video with like 3,000 views from a channel you've never heard of? Like you'll never see that on. I
just watch Corridor Crew on YouTube.
On your
That's
YouTube
all I
thing.
watch.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, and it'll just keep recommending you that kind of stuff.
No.
And like, but it will never pop up like the young upstart.
Yeah.
Because how do you go from 3,000 views to 3 million views?
Dude,
like it's
you tell me how.
Yeah.
If you figure that shit out, let me know,
and
guys.
The thing is,
I
like, you got to
fucking
leverage everything you got to maybe go from 3,000 views to 5,000 views.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, and I think this is going to happen in any industry, like if you can get a video with 5,000 to 10,000 views on YouTube, that's fine. That's actually a good performing video.
Yeah.
You mustn't compare yourself to the outlier 1 million, 2 million view videos.
Yeah.
10,000. Like if you make a funny video,
yeah,
and 10,000 people watch at least a minute of it, that's really good.
Yeah.
Like imagine 10,000 people standing outside.
Fucking hell.
And like you show them one of your videos, like half of them be like, "This is freaking stupid."
Yeah. The
other half be like, "Okay, we'll applaud you."
That's a big deal.
And like 10 people will be like, "I want to go buy that hard drive," or whatever it might be that you're selling. If you reach those 10 people and they go buy that hard drive,
you've done a good job.
Probably done your job.
You've done a good job. I think, I 100% agree, dude. 100% agree.
And again, it's the platforms. The platforms are pushing this. You have to have 1 million views. You have to have your golden YouTube button. You have to have your diamond
which I don't think happens much anymore. I think it happens to the guys that started. The old guard.
There's always people who getting up there and getting it, and every now and then you will get the one super flash guy who will go and like get 1 million views.
But he'll do something fucking unique and entertaining.
Yeah. Or he'll just hit a nerve or whatever and it'll just go.
Yeah.
Like, and that's cool. But like, if you're creating content, like, and I think we have this, like, you almost have to like do a pep talk to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, make it because it's good, it's unique, it's fun, and you enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we reposted that Uncharted video. Like,
I don't
think we didn't get any money for that.
Well, no, that was sponsored.
Was it a sponsored one?
PlayStation, yeah.
Oh, yeah, PlayStation.
Yeah.
But, like, we didn't get a lot of money for that, that's for sure. That was, like, back in the old days.
Definitely undercharged, yeah.
But we filmed for a whole day.
Yeah.
I think you edited it for, like, 3 days.
Yeah.
We had 4 guys on the crew.
Yeah.
Like, the 4 of us filmed it.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. We bought props. We did, like, everything. We went,
Go
like,
check
mad.
it out. Uncharted. It actually,
we filmed it down here.
When you type Uncharted 4 parody, it's like the second from the top on YouTube.
It's a really good video.
I also think what might be an issue is saturation. I think with COVID and stuff, like you touched on it earlier, like there's so many people on these platforms. Like if you had to tell someone like 10 years ago, oh, do you make YouTube videos? They're like, no. Yeah. Why would I make YouTube videos? Now I think like 1 in 5 people make YouTube videos or have a podcast or have a TikTok. So I think saturation is like maxing out now.
And again, like, you've got 1 million shitty weeds and you need to get to the one flower.
And the question is, Neil, how do you... So for those listening, if you want to find the secret to success, we call it the secret sauce. Hit the link below. Just pay your $40 and I promise you you'll get sent directly to my personal number and I'll sort you out.
But talking about that, like as I said with like getting 10,000 views is actually successful. What you got to do then is have your community support you, like with what Twitch does, with donations and subscriptions and like Patreon. And we should probably actually do it for this podcast.
We should get on Patreon.
Yeah, because then it's like if we have 1,000 people who really love this podcast and listen to it every week and want to get the next episode, if we charge each of those people $1, a month, which for most people is like sweet, $15, $16, whatever the exchange rate is. Yeah, they'll be like, cool. Like I like you guys. Yeah, you guys are doing great work. That's $1,000 a month.
Yeah,
that we can use.
Keeps the lights on.
Keeps this being worthwhile.
Yeah.
And
pays for the beers.
But the thing is, it also then motivates you to make sure that you keep on improving your content.
And you want to do the best you can. That's what one of my favorite podcasts on YouTube is Come Town.
Yeah.
So it's a very bad name, but like they have a Patreon. Dude, they make like $10,000-$20,000 a month just on their Patreon. And all they do is
talking.
They just talk shit. Yeah.
And and that's cool. But like you need to nurture your audience. You need to treat your audience with respect. And I think a lot of content creators forget that. they're not creating you're not creating content for you. You're creating content for other people to enjoy. Like, you need to enjoy it, obviously, that you're creating it.
Yeah.
But like, you're putting art out into the world so that hopefully other people can get some form of joy from it.
Well, once again, hitting the nail on the head.
Yeah.
I think you saw me giggling at my own little...
Well, dude, I'd like hosed myself at the Meryl Streep.
My shitty meme I made earlier. If you're not enjoying the content you're making and you're feeling like it's a chore and you feel like, fuck, I've just got to get this out for the sake of getting out, stop, take a beat, pull up the handbrake, and rethink everything you're doing.
That's why I like hardly ever do any content.
Yeah.
And like people like some of my content, and it's cool. Yeah. But like, I hate
I can see when you're inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your Lego shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was inspiration.
Yeah, that was these cool ass lights.
Yeah,
that's why.
It's inspiration.
But
that's like, that's, guys, I would say if you're an up and comer, content creation. Remember, you're only a content creator. Oh, we've had a few. You're only a content creator if you are posting more than just your fucking Warzone like top kills and all that sort of stuff. Then make sure the content you're putting out is something that you enjoy watching yourself, that you enjoy making, and even if it doesn't fucking get big views. And like, I understand, like, and this conversation's actually opened my eyes to the fact that the platforms themselves are holding creators hostage in terms of what they can do, because they got to fucking make a 12-second video
you gotta
to be on trend.
You got to make the funny video.
Yeah, and I understand that's fucking limiting, but like, still doesn't change the fact that think outside the box.
Even if you are like in that cycle, so you have to make the funny dance video. Make the funny dance video, and then make like something cool next to it. Like, do your next video as something different, creative.
Yeah, or make the dance video very unique in a way that no one else has done it. Maybe use like Stickman or some shit to do the dance. I don't know, but do it different. Like, bottom line is, the market in terms of digital media is saturated to fuck and back. Fuck is a location, and then you come back. You don't want to be at fuck. That's where the saturation points, at the tip. So come back from the fuck, and then just rethink what your content's about. And like we spoke on earlier, if you have any talents, if you can play the flute, anything you can tap into.
And it's a weird thing, and maybe again, it's like my feeds on TikTok and Instagram. You don't see a lot of musical content. Like, you don't see people jamming on a guitar.
There's a lot of talented musicians out there.
I don't see it. But I don't see it on Instagram. I see a lot of people dancing to something and like mouthing over a song or whatever. But like, where is like the flute guy doing the Super Mario theme? Like, and like that stuff has been well trodden on YouTube. And this is another thing. Like, all these platforms basically follow the same trend. So like, take YouTube as the original one. So YouTube, their first thing was like the vlog was the big thing, and then it was reaction videos, and then it was like musical cover videos, and now it's like super long form, super detailed like documentary videos. And now that's sort of like where YouTube's starting to now settle into like this like consumption of information media kind of entertainment stuff. And if you look at Instagram, or Twitch is actually a good example. Twitch, the first one was like the vlog style, like, hey guys, how was your day? My day was great. Then the next one was like reaction videos. Hey guys, like, let's react and do this and do that. The next one was like hot chicks and hot tubs. And like, YouTube's done all of those things like 5-6 years ago. So you can almost map what's coming next by almost looking at YouTube and being like, okay, YouTube, this is popular now. When's that going to feed into like Instagram?
What's popular on YouTube now?
I don't know. Like this, if you can like figure that stuff out, then you can kind of see the future. Or it might even be working in backwards now, where TikTok, this is super popular. In 2 years' time, that's going to be super popular on YouTube or Twitch.
I can tell you what's always popular, Neil. Pretty girls.
But like,
I wish I was a pretty girl, Neil. Damn it.
Pretty guys as well. If you're a gay, gay, you want to see pretty guys. So if you're a good-looking human, there's a market for you. You're gonna be happy with the sort of exploitation that comes with it, and you will. You'll get a ton of dick pics. You'll get whatever. I'm happy
with exploitation.
That comes with the territory. But if you're good-looking, you can make money on the internet. That's that simple. But I think.
Speaking of which, wasn't some chick selling her farts?
For like 50. She had to go to like hospital because she farted too much.
She ate too many eggs and beans, and then she like ruptured her colon. But bottom line is, this chick was legitimately selling her farts. She made a couple $1 million.
Kind of a creator though, because no one else is doing.
Fuck, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
Like, don't fart your rectum.
No, don't damage your colon. But like, she overdid it. She tried to scale up production too quickly.
But like, that's the thing. Like, if you're a pretty person, like, and I think we should kind of take that out, because like it's if you're good looking,
what are we gonna do, Neil? What are we gonna do? We're fucked.
We have to be creative. We have to think outside the box.
Well, like 50% of people out there now.
Yeah, we have to.
That's the takeaway from today.
Yeah, we have to make ourselves stand out from anyone else. If you're the ugliest man in the world, probably got a freaking marketing opportunity right there.
Speaking of which, there's a guy I follow on Instagram, Shem. He's like a disabled guy.
Yeah.
You know which guy I'm talking about?
Don't mention names.
But no, he's like a super like famous guy.
Is not the guy who plays games and stuff.
Plays games, yeah. And you know which guy I'm talking about?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's like super famous.
But again, he's got something that makes him unique. Not in a good way, but still, he's exploiting that or using that ability.
But you can't exploit yourself. Wait, hold on.
You totally can.
Surely
can.
Well, I was looking down that rabbit hole. Yes, of course you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, bottom line is that's the takeaway. I think is you got to stand up from the crowd.
Yeah.
And if you're not enjoying what you're doing, fucking stop because no one else is enjoying watching what you're doing.
Yeah.
So. What was that? Ambulance.
I don't know.
A lot of people were struck by lightning today, guys.
Yeah.
It's the biggest fucking storm. We only had this day to record a podcast, so apologies for the ambient noise, lightning, thunder, all that stuff.
It's like dead quiet outside now.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can do one more
sweaty
quickly.
and hot in here. No, we're not doing anymore.
What time
today.
is it? Okay, all right. Well, with that said, ladies and gents, I think
do you think we covered it? Did we reach the point?
I think we did. I think that the takeaway is to enjoy the content you're making, but also don't call yourself a content creator if you're just showing your fucking NVIDIA Warzone highlight clips. You're not a fucking content creator. You know what I'm saying? You're just an esports guy.
Do something that makes someone else go wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like make sure that you enjoy what you're doing. And if you don't enjoy it, don't do it. You don't have to be a content creator. Like it's a lot of like to be good, to be great is a full-time job basically.
Do you know how many times I've had ideas and brands that I've tried, didn't work, started again, tried, didn't work, started again. So don't feel shit to say, okay, this is not panning out. Let me rebrand myself or reinvent my brand or whatever the fuck the case is. But the bottom line is, like, if it's not working for you, you can't carry on. That's like that's the definition of what? Insanity.
Yeah.
What is that?
Try the same thing and expect a different result.
That's exactly it. So don't do that, guys. Yeah. But I think we kind of... If you guys have any questions, like we've been in the industry almost over 10 years. Yeah. Any questions, drop it in the comments.
And what do you think? What do you think makes a creator?
Yeah. Do you think the bar for content has dropped in the last 3-4 years?
And if you do, what do you think is good content and makes a good content creator?
Yeah.
Or are we old boomers shouting at clouds?
Shut up, boomer. We're not fucking boomers.
I'm going to watch my TikTok.
I'll whops you with my cane if you think I'm a boomer, motherfucker. But yeah, let us know what you guys think about content now versus, I don't know, 5 years ago. And the state of the industry in terms of just everything. And which platforms you guys think are the ones to be on. Fuck, I'd like to know.
I think they all got their major issues.
All got their pros and cons. But with that said, we got to love and leave you guys.
Also, like and subscribe.
Oh, yes, of course. Like and subscribe. We got a YouTube channel. It's Beers of War on YouTube. We got Spotify links. You can find us on Spotify, Beers of War, Apple Beers of War. There's another one.
Amazon
podcast. Beers of
War. Like every podcast
we got an official Instagram Beers of War podcast. If you guys like what you hear, please go give us a follow. We're working on trying to release an episode twice every month.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Neil to do once a week, but he'll come around. He'll come around. Look at that. Look at that big guy.
If you see my sweaty pit moons,
you'll
see why we don't do this that often.
I'll clean your pit moons for you, Neil. I will. With that
I don't want that.
And on that bombshell.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, buddy.
That was a good one.
We'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye, guys.